Okay. I'm not going live with this. I guess I could go live. I've never done it before, and I could do a short video, which is okay. But I I don't like trying to get it done in 3 minutes. So this is a Kent alert, Kent Emergency Network transmission. America is next. They set us up to genocide us. The rabbis, especially the rabbi and the young one, middle-aged guy in New York City, they call us Amalek. And they say that their people, the fake Jews, the Satanists, are forever enemies. And the problem is they basically have got Amalek among their ranks. I guess I could say they might be Amalek. I'll have to think about that a little bit. But they're definitely the bad guys at this point. And all of these Talmudic trained people, and by the way, all of your heads of corporations, the real rich guys in the country, they're all Talmudic trained. You need to understand, they are genociding America. This war in Iran was, as I told you, it was to take down America. Uh, the only thing that would have protected us was if the Iranians had stepped in and finished the job with a little tiny Israel over there, fake Israel. But they didn't do it. They stopped it. Trump convinced them to stop it. Now, at this point, you may say you don't want any more war. But I'm going to tell you something right now. I want this war against Israel to start again. It's one of the only hopes we have. But the problem is they set up the killing machine. They've got it all figured out, and they're starting to leave the country and go into their bunkers. And none of these billionaires, I don't think any of them are not Talmudic trained. The head of BlackRock, Talmudic trained. Bill Gates, Talmudic trained. Our own Speaker of the House went and visited the chief rabbi in New York City. I don't know if that's the chief rabbi for the world or not, but I don't care. You need to understand that this is the synagogue of Satan that's ruling over us now, and they intend to genocide all Americans. And when I bought this rig, when I was trying to buy a rig, I had to get money together, and I cashed in some coins that I had. And I didn't know who to go to at the time. I didn't know who was going to be best to go to, but I ended up at a pawn shop, and the guys knew me pretty well, and they had a friend of the owner, and I'm going to tell you straight out, his name was Edwin. And Edwin was a little Jewish guy, but they said he was a good guy and all this and all that. But he did some weird stuff with the money changing, and I think he might have swiped $100 from me. I walked off kind of stupefied by it, mystified, and I felt kind of awkward. I think he did take 100 from me, but I'll tell you that what I learned from him, it was worth $100. What he told me is he's looking for guns. And me, I'm thinking, well, yeah, I got some I want to sell. I got old ones. But I told him, I got these. You want this, you want that. And he didn't want anything that was old. He wanted modern firearms because his rabbi, and this was in Mesa, Arizona, his rabbi had ordered the congregation, I don't know what you call the people that go to the synagogue of Satan. I don't know what you call them. I don't think that calling them Jews is quite the right thing, to be honest with you. But the rabbi told him to buy all of the guns and ammo they could. And I'm trying to sell the guy a revolver. He didn't want a revolver. Tried to sell him a bolt-action rifle. He didn't want a bolt-action rifle. Tried to sell him a shotgun. No, I don't think I tried to do that. But I tried to sell him a couple of guns because, hey, I needed the money I wanted to get a little bit bigger coach and better living conditions for myself. His rabbi ordered the people of his synagogue back in November or October of 2023 to buy all the guns and ammo they could, and to buy assault weapons in particular, to buy high capacity clips and magazines and all the ammunition they could. And that's what they were doing back then. Do you know why they were doing that? That's so they could take the rest of us Americans out, because they knew they were going to be pulling this shit on us. It's like the guy that left Palantir in Colorado, went to Argentina. He went down there because he knows that he's got it all set up and he can run their killing machine from anywhere, probably. I mean, they already have the algorithms, they've got the records. Thanks to Elon Musk, they know even more of us, because with his Doge or Doggy, whatever the fuck you want to call it, he got access to all of the records given to him by Trump. Was Trump Talmudic trained? It's a question. You need to know right now. They have set us up to genocide us. And I'll tell you what I think happened over in the concentration camps or work camps. They were all built where the railroad lines changed gauges. In other words, trains could go there, but they couldn't continue going because it was the wrong size track, the wrong size train. And so they changed trains there. And so that was a key feature of those areas, is that the trains met and they had different gauges as a key feature. The other thing is that it appears that they were staffed by bad Jews, if you will, by the bad figs, and they had actually gathered up the good figs, and they were housing them and using them for labor and making money off them. They weren't trying to kill them. They were taking good care of them because they wanted the labor. They were making money off them. And George Soros, or George A. Schwartz, I think was his name, he said the happiest time of his life was when he was working for the Germans, and he was confiscating the wealth of fellow Jews. He liked to steal. We see pictures of him supposedly in uniform. I don't think those are quite right, but who knows? It might be a picture of somebody else. It might be him. I don't know, and I don't give a rat's ass. All I know is he's a bad guy and he's the wrong side. So you and I in America are going to be having to fight. There's no doubt about it at all. So you better get in position, and you better get some arms and some ammunition. Ammunition is not cheap on the East Coast because they put laws in place making it difficult to get. Ammunition is cheaper in the center of the country. Get the ammunition. Get what you can handle. Don't worry, a .22 rifle can kill too. Shotguns are real good too. They knock a guy on his ass, even if he's all armored up coming at you. You hit him with a slug, the shock should kill him, and it should knock him on his ass. If you don't have slugs, do cut rounds. Oh well, look it up. Cut shotgun shells. Somebody's got it on the YouTube. I'm not going to do that stuff. They're pulling the plug on us, and they're going to genocide us. We are next. They call the people in Gaza Amalek, and they call the people in Iran Amalek. And in case you're wondering, they call all of Western civilization Amalek. That's right. Do you know why that is? Because we Caucasoids, named after the Caucasus mountain range, because our grandmothers and grandfathers, our people came across the Caucasus mountain range once they got free from the Assyrians in the captivity. And there is a fivefold witness in the Bible. I've been doing the word study trying to get that together because I think it's important that you know this truth. It's in the Bible 5 times because they want you and I to be able to know who we are. We are the Israelites. We are the real chosen ones, and that's why they've done this horrible discrimination where they've turned even our women against us. You know, the stupid white women hold up the signs, "My legs are open for immigrants." And these stupid women who think, yeah, they're going to go have sex with these guys that are a little bit more animalistic because they want to be fucked real hard. And they think that these guys are going to love them and care for them, and they're going to be able to dominate them and control them. And they think they're going to show us up, cuckolding members of their own race or their own husbands or whatever. I'm not sorry to tell you this, but they have set this thing up to get our asses targeted. And even our own women here will send us to prison in a heartbeat and make stuff up. The last lady I was interested in Bakersfield, she sent some horrible text messages that were going to head my ass into a horrible place. I saw that, glanced at this long diatribe, cussing me out, and I saw the one word pop up, and I said, fuck it, man. I'm making a police report because nobody's going to accuse me of a crime. Fuck this bitch. Same thing happened with that supposed stepsister of mine, stepsister-in-law of mine, if you will. Or she was trying to accuse me of a crime as well. And I sat there realizing the bitch is doing this stuff, is doing this to my uncle, and there's nothing I can do about it except get the hell out of here and make reports to cover my ass, which is exactly what I did. And they were slow to act over there. Very slow to act. And she and her husband, looks like they got away with killing their mother and their stepfather, my uncle. They got a lot of money out of it. What else can I tell you? Look, give me a thumbs up, share this video, get it out there, because you need to understand this is real. This is not bullshit. They are going to genocide Americans. And you'll say, oh, it could never happen here. Are you kidding? They have put us asleep. They've mesmerized us. They have us believing we're the biggest and the best and nobody can touch us and our military can protect us. Shit. Our military couldn't even take care of Iran. And not only that, they've got our military brainwashed so that they think they're going to be doing the right thing when they come after us. And not only that, they have IDF soldiers embedded in our military and embedded in our damn ICE. It is really fucking ugly, the war they've waged against us. And you don't realize it. And I didn't realize they were that far into the war against us myself. But we're in a war. And the people that we say is our greatest ally is our greatest enemy, our greatest danger. So stop making them a sacred cow. Stop worshiping that golden calf. The one down on Wall Street as well. That bull. They call you cattle. They created a stock market because they milk us through the stock market and through the phony currency. And that's what is happening right now. I say, take your money and run. I say, buy silver now because it's actually cheap. And buy gold, whatever it is. You can't all carry a bunch of silver. You can carry some gold. And I say, buy the junk silver. It's no longer below spot anymore, but buy it because the silver dime is going to be the realm, the coin of the realm, the currency of the realm. May Yahweh bless our stupid asses. And may we wake up. May we turn to Yahweh and fight this. And if you've got to put down somebody for a good cause, self-defense, or defending a building that's occupied that somebody's trying to set fire to, or trying to kidnap a child, make it a clean shot. Don't wound anybody. Just do a headshot. Hey man, when the Spirit's with you, Yahweh will land that bullet for you. You need to understand you have more capacities than what those bastards have led you to believe. We are the Israelites. We're the real deal. And these people that have bought into the shit show and all this mesmerizing stuff they built up around the trumpets, Donald Trump, the angel blue is what trumpet? Blue is Trump? Oh, sorry. I stumbled into it and I landed it, and it's a dirty joke. What else can one say? You need to understand these are going to be very coarse times in which the coarse men are going to be ruling. The most ruthless among us are going to be successfully defending. Let's make sure we test the spirits, test their spirits, and make sure that they understand. And to understand this, you have the Bible, you have the Declaration of Independence, and you have the 13th Amendment, you have the 13 stripes, you have the 13 stars. Wake up. The world needs the real Israelites to rise up. The earth groans for her saviors.